Hi, it's Darnell with Way Over Recipes, and today I'm going to be cooking up some baby back ribs in the Ninja Foodi Grill XL. And so let's get cooking right now. Alright, so basically what I'm working with here is one slab of baby back ribs, 3 pounds, and I put some McCormick Grill Mates Sweet and Smoky Rub on them. And nothing in this video is sponsored, just to be clear. And what I want to try with this cook, I've done between this Wave Oven Recipes channel and my D-Grill channel, I've done ribs all kind of ways with 3-2-1s and wraps and all that whatnot. But what I want to try here, I'm going to try and set it to the grill setting on the lowest heat. And I've got the meat probe in, and I know this is thin meat, so sometimes the reliability of a meat probe and thin meat is questionable for a long-term probe like this. But what I want to try, I want to have it really low on the lowest setting and basically let it cook to 195 to see if things come out tender after being, on the lowest setting, cooking the meat up to about 195 degrees Fahrenheit, and just see what we get. So now I'm going to turn the cooker on, and I'm going to hit that grill function. Going to take the temperature down to low. Haven't done a temperature test of what it cooks at the lowest setting on grill, but that's what we're going to use. And I'm going to hit manual, and I'm going to take the target temperature up to 195. So once things are up to 195, it'll automatically stop at that point, or let me know to get things out at that point, I should say. And I'm going to go ahead and hit start to let it start preheating. And once it's done preheating, I'm going to go ahead and put those on in. And like I said, with the setting with the probe, once it gets to target temp, it will stop running, and I say it'll tell me to get them out, because if you don't get them out even after it starts, then things are still going to be cooking even though the heat stops, well, the cooker stops producing heat, things will still be cooking until you get them out. So basically, gonna let this preheat, and then I'll bring you on back and we'll get these on in. Alright, we've got the add food indicator, and so opening up and adding food. So got this rack cut into, this slab of ribs cut into 2 pieces, and so I'm going to try and get things in here without messing my probe up much. There we go. We got our meat in there. And so closing up, and going to let it go ahead and cook. And since that slab, or the half of the slab that has the probe in it, is kind of smaller than the bigger one, I'm going to just take a risk and up my target temp to 200, since that's the smaller end of it, I noticed. So I want to make sure things are getting, up to 195 or more on all parts of the meat. So we'll let it go to 200. I think, Lord willing, everything will be okay. But we'll let this cook for a while, and I'll bring you on back. Alright, so 30 minutes have passed, and I checked, and I believe that the low setting cooks at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I just saw that mentioned online. And so basically, it's not really a slow and low cook at the low setting, because it's cooking at 400. But I wanted to see anyway just what would happen if you throw ribs in there, set it on low, and see how it goes. And so basically, I've had it running, it was going for 30 minutes, and all of a sudden on the screen it was up to 190 degrees for the meat temperature at the time, and I got a message that said probe error, and the grill just shut down. And so I just wanted to show you. Now this is with the ribs reaching 190, there was a probe error, so something happened with the probe. I'm not really sure what may have happened, but I'm going to try and get things turned back on and just kind of see what's going on here. I'm not really sure. So setting it back to low again. I'm setting the probe to manual again, I'm just putting it up to 195. Everything in there seems to be okay. Well, I'm setting it to 200 again. I'm not sure why it said Pro Bear though. So I'm going to hit start again and let's just see what happens. And you see it's already, well, if you can see the screen, it just like went really quick to nearly the end of preheating. So I think it'll get back to its preset temp of 400 pretty quick, and then continue with the cooking of these ribs. But we did have a slight little issue there. Not really sure why that came up, but I'll bring you on back after this cooks some more. Alright, so, it told me to add food, so I just opened it to kind of head fake it and let it keep running. It's telling me the meat's at 196 degrees. Basically, it's been about 34 minutes of cooking total so far. And so, just going to let it just hit the 200 and then get things, well, now once it's flipped, but it'll tell me in a moment it'll keep going, and then it'll tell me to get the food out when they're at 200. So I'll bring you on back when it's done. Alright, so basically it took 35 minutes total cooking time to cook these ribs on low. And so now it's telling me to get the food out, so I will do just that. And you see that the rest timer starts, and here are our completed ribs there. And I've got my Thermometer out, so I want to just check these. You see these are over 200 with the Thermometer. So things did get really hot on the ribs, and since it cooks at 400, it cooks them up pretty fast. And getting that probe out of here. So I'll just set these here and let these rest for the 5-minute rest time, and then we'll move forward from there. Alright, the rest time has come to an end, and so I'm just going to go ahead and get myself some ribs here. I just want to show you the back side again. And I will mention that I did check to ensure no membrane before cooking these, so you always want to check and remove any membrane from the back of your ribs. But I'm just going to take one rib from this larger slab here, and you can see, they're cooked through. Of course they did, they're over 200 degrees. But let's see, basically in a taste test, how these are. So here's the finished rib, and so let's do a taste here. That was more tender than I expected. Let's do one more bite. Well, I bit into the bone over there. Where's some meat? Here we go. Some meat over here. Now seriously, I'm not trying to eat a whole rib on air. I just want to show you how tender the bite is again. Alright, like I said, more tender than I expected. I mean, like, whoa, that I was expecting, because they cooked in just 35 minutes, on the low setting, which was cooking at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. One sec, I got a little something in my tooth. Alright, so just a little annoying to talk when you got a little something in your tooth there. But anyway, like I said, I figured they would come out and be a bit tough, or a little tough, maybe a lot tough, cooking that fast. But they're more tender than I expected. I mean, really, 35 minutes on grill. I just figured, I could have done roast. Roast, you can go down to 250 and you can just roast and cook them for a long time. But I just wanted to see, let's just do grill, lowest setting, see what happens. And I am very surprised, because they are more tender than I expected. I like them low, just 35 minutes and they're done. I let them cook up to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. that is fabulous. You know, I wouldn't do roast in this grill anymore. I mean, I'm not going to use roast because 35 minutes on grill and they came out real nice. They're tender, they're good. I'm going to do that whenever I got to do ribs on the grill. Inside, yeah, right there, 35 minutes, no problem. I mean, the Ninja Foodi XL Pro Air Oven also does a great job on ribs. I've already got a video out of that. But, you know, if I want to do them with the grill style, I'm going to use this. And between the oven and the grill, you know, which one's better? I like them both. I mean, sorry, but I don't really have a favorite between the two. I like them both. So you can go either way as far as your ribs. That's for ribs. So basically, you know, with all that said, I'm really impressed. I'm surprisingly impressed. And with, you know, I'm basically done with that there. Basically, in the video description, there are ways to help this channel. And you can see all those. You can also see referral links to buy this cooker at my Amazon shop. You can basically support this channel. You pay the same price for stuff. Also, you can see that I have a new ebook out. And you can see on my Amazon shop that ebook if you're interested in that. So, you know, lots of ways to help the channel. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share the video with a friend, leave your comments, subscribe, hit that notification icon, and good eating.